And Kaplata. Big news, I'd say, is the Willow chip. Quantum FUD all over again, getting more serious, though. Yeah, let's touch on this quickly. I haven't looked too far into it, but it is worth noting. And honestly, I don't know anything about quantum computers. I don't know enough about AI. I don't know how it all works. And so I think that that's actually a positive for me, because I always assume the worst. I always assume that AI, quantum computing, will be able to hack Bitcoin one day. And so kind of my counter to that is a passphrase. Because if you think about it, and maybe I'll clip this, but like if you think about it, and again, I'm a very non-technical person, very paranoid person, but this is just how I counteract any issues from AI and quantum computing. So, when you set up a new wallet, you have 24 words, 12 words, 15 words, whatever you want to use. You get to choose, you get to convert your private key into words. That's how the BIP works. It converts your private key, which is just a bunch of letters and numbers, converts it into words, however you want it to be displayed. So from those words, I believe it's 2,140 words that they get to choose from. So every private key, every seed phrase is made up of the same 2,140 words, I believe. Could be wrong number, but it's a finite amount of words. It's not just like every word in the universe, right? So if you take that and you take all the different scenarios there, and from what I understand, it would take like a trillion years to try to guess one properly and make sure it's connected to the right public key part of that. But I just go under the assumption that it's probably coming. So then you introduce a passphrase into that. And the passphrase is the 13th word or the 25th word onto that. But that's one that you create. So it's not within those walls of like the potential words that you can use for a seed phrase. So it adds a whole nother layer of entropy on top of that. So not only does a passphrase provide like a perfect way to protect yourself in terms of like a decoy, like you have your wallet, you use as a decoy, and then you put a passphrase on top of that, it creates a brand new wallet. But it also adds more entropy to it for things like the Willow chip, for things like quantum computing. And I have no idea how far AI is going to advance, but I would rather be on the side of caution. So if you want a little bit more information on the passphrase, I believe it was episode number 4 in our multi-generational wealth course. We talked about decoy wallets and passphrases. So if you want to access that, you can join the Living the Future community. In the show notes, it says join. And you get access to the 8-part multi-generational wealth course, which includes passphrase, which includes, what are we talking about this week? Lightning management, lightning wallets, shit like that, stuff like that. And there's been UTXOs in there. There's been a few other things too. So definitely worth the cost of admission. Plus, after you watch today's show, once you hear what we're rolling out here, I think you're going to be wanting to join the Living in the Future community.